Greetings, it's Intuitive Jacob, and we're back to discuss the love and more opportunities for the strong of 127 to 22. Make sure you check your sun, your moon, and your rising. We'll catch you on the inside. Greetings, how's it going, Scorpio? So good to have you here. I have your cards shuffled and dealt. We've got John Holland Psychic Tarot Oracle deck here, 5 cards, you and them. Also the Tarot of Sexual Magic, 1 for each of you. These center cards are pretty much what you have in common. This is current situation, recent past challenge, future, near future guidance, why we're here, what the reason is, potential outcome. Let's see what's in the center. Oh, right. The universe. Okay, so this is the full cycle. Whatever you didn't know could actually really have an end. Looking you in the face. It's like, hello, it's the end, my love. That's what the end looks like. And it's being fertile with everything that came through, all of the juicy, golden, sparkly nuggets, all of the shine in your eye, where it comes from. Because the universe, it's not even the world here in this deck. This is, what is the universe anyway? I hear people talk about this all the time. It's a pet peeve of mine. The universe. What verse is that? What verse where you and I are everything? Scorpio. Has anybody ever told you that? I say the word is no. You know, like no means no, sis. It goes in triplicate. There's no other universe that exists. There was no you, me, we, like in the no means no means no. And what 3 is, it's a triangulated witness of energy where 2 are 1 in all that can ever exist. This is what happens when we've traveled the depths of the soul and the primordial essence shines back at us to behold what the actual sun and the moon never were. Okay, let's see what's on the left side here, because that's what the Fool's Journey is all about. It's being able to witness your own miraculous birth as that one. Alright, for some reason it's upside down, which I didn't really shuffle these this way. But I'll take it. Movement, choices, and decisions, and that's a 2. Hearing for somebody, it's like, how do I plan this permanent vacation? I don't know. I have decisions to make. I'm hearing for somebody, it's like, well, there goes my hopes and dreams for the wedding proposal that'll never happen. And I'm hearing for somebody, it's like, being caught up in a freaking whirlwind, especially if I'm hearing if you were switching, vacillating, swapping between partners, and it's like, then somebody got swept up in something else, and it's like, wait a second, I was just about to, and it doesn't have to be a marriage, but I'm seeing money, I'm seeing rings, I'm seeing a plant, I'm seeing the sky. I'm hearing it's different decisions. Somebody might be worried that they're going to get passed up for something. There's a very strong indication on the month of 2 here, the month of February, For some of you all, you might be dealing with somebody whose birthday is in February, like an Aquarius or a Pisces. Although this is earth element energy, sometimes this is like my Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. Let's see what's going on here with them. Near future. Guidance. Temptation. 15. So I'm hearing for somebody, it's like somebody's walking away from a bad habit here. And Scorpio, you're going to have to know if they think that that's you. Or if that's... Because I'm hearing for some of you all, it's like they might think that's you. I'm hearing some of you all might have gotten like turned down by this person. They might be blocking something. Temptation. This is often the devil style energy. It's really strong here. Because that's a trump card. That's a major arcana. A 6 if you do the math. And there's a key in their hand, and I'm hearing for somebody it's like they're turning away on healing. They're turning the healing away. It's like for some of you all, this is painful. It's like they slipped into addictions. For some of them, they're like being grabbed by all this black stuff here. Like these like cords is what it looks like, gripping around them. And I'm hearing they might have like trashed the relationship. Just because they had a silent addiction to different things that they might not have been able to talk about to you, that they were experiencing with other people. And it's kind of like seeing them consumed with it is what I'm hearing. It's like, this is weird. But I'm hearing for some of y'all, if you're going through this, it's like, you see that? It's like a parasite took them over and like grabbed them. I'm hearing it's like seeing them like that now. It's like now that they had that stuff grabbing at them, it's like all you see is like you can see their face, but it's almost like, ooh, I just see like these tentacles like grabbing at this person like all over them. And I'm hearing it's like if they didn't get infected, it's like feeling like now you're not going to infect me, or well, there goes my hopes with you, or something like that. I just see somebody being like, ugh. For others, this is somebody, this could be a completely different story too. This could be somebody that's like, hell no, you don't get to tempt me like that. Get this shit off of me. And, you know, you being like, what do I do about this? Like, do I let you back in? Because I'm hearing for some of you, it's like addictive, codependent, not interdependent. Very different topic. You know, codepending versus interdepending. I think that within the meta, where the verse is you, me, we as one strong except I on in the Cam era, where it was all witnessed and nobody was turned into crypto pornography or whatever this person's going with here. So I'm hearing it's like what I did for money. Seeing somebody say that, and then somebody being here like, ugh, like, okay. It like blows their world up is what I'm hearing. It's like I'm hearing for somebody here, it's like I feel like you threw me off into the sky, like the person, you feel like that's your face, like somebody defaced you, just threw your face away over here. I'm really sorry, because I'm hearing for some of y'all, it was like a effed up kind of breakup or something. Yeah, especially if it was enmeshed and you had to move, because I'm hearing it's like I turned down a job just to like get away from you. You know, I went all the way over here just to be away from you. And I'm hearing it's like how it like goes all the way around and then it comes back and it looks you in the face. And some of you have a decision to make. I'm hearing for some of you too, it's like that's what you thought about them, and that this is you just being like, oh, wait a second. Wobbly ass mirror and bad self-judgment is what I'm hearing, and it being like a reckoning with karma, and then realizing, okay, do we keep putting ourselves through this, or do we see that this universe might be no, and we move on? Because we've got a lot of major arcana here indicating that it's time to do something. And I liked seeing this upside down because, like, right side up here, it's like somebody, hey, I gotta make a decision, Here, upside down, it's like, fuck it, I made a decision. And I'm hearing somebody say it like that. So, careful. Please be careful. Let's see what's going on here. What's at the root? I like that. Okay. Way to lighten it up. Love begins. So we've got an emotional new beginning. What a perfect place to start at the root of a whole new cycle. Look what might have exploded out of the sky. What was it that was being turned away here? For some of you, this is like you just being to the point where you're like, screw this, I've got to make this decision now. I'm hearing it's very specific. If you've got somebody that all you can think about is them, and I'm hearing if they're like one sexy MF, but it's like they're just like too busy for people, or it's like you might find out some news where it's like, because for some people this is why it says temptation, is because they're like, no, get that shit away from me. And I'm hearing you might find out that this person is like almost too good to be true. And it might be really, really hard for you, Scorpio. At first. At first. But then you're going to realize, especially if this has been like 2-3 years, you've been dealing with some crap, especially if it's been like 2-3 years, more closer to 3. It's like, oh. And if you had to move, I'm hearing, and especially if you've been like bitter about like, I could have had this job that was like paying twice as much as the one that I took. I moved into this expensive ass place. I've got a kid that needs shoes and this and that and the other thing. And boo, you know, on you. And I'm hearing it's like, you might have been going through this recently, and it might be like even a little bit of that over the next couple of strong, because we're getting into that pre-shadow of Mercury retrograde soon, and then we're getting into Mercury retrograde. Aquarius wants to talk and fix things, especially about this universe idea about what goes in your world, right? And it's like, oh, you want to bring this crap into my world? I don't think so. And it's like, I'm feeling like some of you all had some of that, where it was like, you see in yourself there too, where it's like, I had to put this thing down because of what was trying to pull me under. And what you've had to do is kind of look your own self in the face like, did I just look up to myself? And I'm hearing for you, Scorpio, some of y'all, that might not feel great. It might be like topsy-turvy, because then you're like, did I do that? It's like seeing your strength in a whole different way, where it's like you see yourself go like you went under and then came up, just like the lily. What a real Scorpio knows about the primordial birth. And for you, baby, you're gonna be surprised. Because for some of you, love begins around the devil, the universe, and like you being like about everything in decisions. And so it's like, how far are you willing to see yourself through it in order to be willing to initiate some kind of truth and make that decision, especially if something that looks too good to be true, like in the devil clothes, coming up looking right, and then you gotta go find out that information that, yeah, they weren't even like all evil or like whatever you thought. And it's like, why you gotta go mess with my design? I just did all this, I just moved, and then you over there, oh, I gotta feel something. I'm hearing for some of you all, that's what this is. It's like movement, choices, decisions. Like, I just, no. And I'm hearing for some of you all too, it's like, if it's not that new, or if it's like, because you might know this person a little bit, it's like, I'm hearing, because for some of you all, this is just somebody that's new, that's going to be in the periphery, and I'm hearing you might work with him. You haven't met them yet, that's why this is upside down. It's like, you're going to meet him and be like, oh, no, I don't even care. And you're going to be like, whatever, but you're going to care. And for others, it's like, you might have known this person somehow. You might have had some effed up for like 2 to 3 years, and but for whatever has been going on for 6 with them, they've been around, maybe like on the woodwork or like on the wall, like somewhere around, but it's like hazy. It's not like they're like really involved, but there was something. And I'm hearing for some of you all, it's like whatever they were in, now they're not, and now you are somewhere else. Now that you're not in this crap thing. And I'm hearing it's like something might grow fast here, because it's like whatever they left behind, it's like the right kind of mess that makes you feel comfortable about how uncomfortable you are, about how tempting they might be, is what I'm hearing. Because I'm hearing they might be like a real special kind of tempting for you. And that it's like, if that was stacked on top of these other characteristics, like from whatever you left behind, it's like, I see somebody just like grinding their teeth and just being like really uncomfortable, and like, I don't know if you have something where it's like you're trying not to crunch your teeth, but I see somebody just like eating carrots and like having like a nervous tick about something, and it's like it's really you might be very relieved here. I'm hearing there's a confession happening here. All right, let's see what's going on in the future potential. So especially if this, okay, we got a 7 here. This is a little bit about timing, patience, and planning. Don't you hate it when I tell you to be patient? It's like, are you telling me to go be ill and sit in a hospital and let them like treat me like a hoe, spit on me all the time, walk on me, treat me like I'm not feeling well? No, don't be patient. Be willing to guide yourself through situations and plan your way around. Because for some of you all, there's a trip. And it's like, how do we make this trip? For somebody, it's like, I'm hearing somebody might get thrown out. I'm hearing somebody might have been thrown out. It's like whatever the situation is that they can't deal with, it might make you even feel better somehow, Scorpio. And I'm not saying good that they're like, because it's not like they're coming back groveling, or not that you want them, maybe you do. Maybe you want them to come back groveling, especially if this is like your ex and everything, just so you can just be like, no. But I'm hearing for some of you, it's not that. This is like a different person that you gotta find out what the hell they were going through, especially if they've been in your life, like I'm hearing 6 to 7 years, and that between now and the 7th year, it's like planning to go the distance for love because of a change, making it possible. And so for some of you all, that's all this is about. With the 7 here, this is kind of like Pentacles energy. I don't know. I'm hearing that they might be like Virgo, Leo. They might have that in their chart here. But this 7 here, a lot of times this suit is going to be people that are strong in earth element, that might be moving a little more slowly for different reasons. And I'm hearing for some of you, you're going to have to find out what they did to get their feet underneath them, because I'm hearing it was like, it's something about how their feet came underneath them. And I don't have any other information on that. That might be very personal for some of you all. Please take it only if it's yours. Just know that it's cool because it's showing me like ascension columns. We see this one here, the love beginning, and then it's like poof, big bang universe, and then these 2 columns rising up with a light together as a future outcome. And so for some people, I'm hearing this is about the time that it takes to actually grow through something that would give you stable footing in 2 ways where you can even rise together as one love. And so it's like an outpouring of energy that can even come up together. And so for some of you all, this is great. I'm hearing that between now and whatever your like anniversary would be for like the 7th year, or maybe the month of 7, it's possible that you might actually be asking this person or somebody to move in. I'm hearing, and it might just turn into like a real loving situation. It might just be like, look, I know you. I know you, and I need you. I'm hearing somebody just like, I need you, and like it coming out. It's like something that wells up, and the only way it's going to happen though is if they turn something away. And so for you, I hear for some of you all, especially if you're like asking somebody to move in, or thinking about proposing, or not thinking about it, but then it shows up and you're like, this is what I do. It's like you're just going to know what to do. And this might be upside down just because you don't realize it hasn't looked you in the face yet. So some of these things coming to be, other things, it's like, get the F away from me. And that this is like, true love of your new beginning and what you've actually had to grow, and where certain things do not get any further development or growth because of what we have had to actually leave behind. So you're going to have to know which story is yours on this, because it's not the same for all of you. Okay, let's see what we can find out with the Tarot of Sexual Magic. We've got one for you, one for them. Judgment. Okay, so that's 20, but see those two X's? I'm hearing that the song Angel by the XX might be really good for some of you to listen to. And I'm hearing it's about the ties in a family. They're showing blood ties here. I'm hearing about, like, the tie that unites us together, and, like, the gift of a child, the birth of a child, what it is to maybe have another child. There's, like, 2, and then the child here, and then there's, like, a child up here. I'm hearing it's, like, figuring out what somebody had to do about that child, and maybe making some plans about it. I'm hearing if you're married, it's like dealing with a partner who's having to cut back on some things that might have overtaken them. I'm hearing gambling debts, an unwillingness to, drive a car over 6 years old or something, and, like, something about, like, the car is over 6 years old, I gotta get rid of it, and, like, just finding money for other things. And, like, somebody being here, like, I gotta put the kibosh on this because the spending's out of whack. It's out of whack. And we have this child here, and I'm hearing somebody, like, just saying, I'm not going to put out anymore. There's not going to be another child. You're not going to get any until... Stop it. And so some of you all, you're going to be having, like, spats like this. And I'm hearing they've got big energy behind them. So be careful, because it's a major, that's a major, that's a major. And we're being asked to be loving and to have patience. I'm not telling you to have patience. I'm just saying plan well. Okay, let's see here. What do they have? The moon. So for some of you all, this is part of the problem. I'm hearing it might have been alcohol abuse with some of you on this side that they were dealing with, or some kind of addiction. I'm hearing there might have been some weird double relationship going on. They might have been involved with different people that you didn't know about in the past, and that might have been what this temptation was about, and, like, finding out about it and just being like, no, we're not doing this anymore. There's a real strong Pisces and Scorpio vibe on this card here too, so you might be dealing, I'm hearing they might be like a double Pisces or something, and, like, trying to learn how to put alcohol away. Whatever the kratom did for them is good, and I'm hearing you might be concerned that they're, like, picking up another addiction, though. Yeah. That's another major energy there, and this is sometimes the energy of secrets being kept. Mysterious rendezvous, sometimes big-time romance. But right here next to the devil, it's like, in Judgment here, it's bringing us face-to-face, and that's the number 18. It's bringing us face to face with maybe what we weren't willing to see before, even though it might have been right overhead, right in front of us, and now it's like staring us in the face. And so I'm hearing for some of you all, you might be very happy with it because it might be something you were unwilling to see, maybe due to fear, or, because you had been hurt before. And if that's the case, this is, like, a really beautiful energy, because with the Judgment here and this version of the moon, it's like a really strong attraction. This is very amazing, like, chemistry. And I feel like it's somebody really trying to figure out how to just formalize something. It's like, what do I do to get that ring on your finger, or, like, whatever that means, to not rickroll you into a relationship, but know that you're mine. And I'm hearing some of you all might come to that awareness with this love beginning. For others, you might just be hearing about something that had mystified you, that is also good. Maybe how somebody is healing, maybe a truth coming to light about temptations. So I'm getting, like, a real, just coming out of purgatory feel here. and what it is to go the complete distance, because this is the energy that goes all the way around here, Scorpio. And for some of you all, you're being challenged to speak up about something that maybe you were just too reliant on your ability to feel your way through it and kind of see through dark, murky things, and not having to take, I mean, for you, that's a very direct approach, you know? For other people, they're just not like you. They're not like that. And sometimes it's weird because it's like they just can't communicate with you like that. And you kind of have like this sonar, you like know it. And then it's just like, if somebody's not meeting you there, it can make you like unsettled, especially if you're like seriously attracted and maybe share all that, you know, would change your world because of how you judge the situation and what was like looking up at you from here now. See, now there's a little face here where before we didn't see what was coming out of that light. In fact, we might have been trying to throw it away for some reason. You see? Somebody was throwing something away. Whose face was there? It's a strong energy, my darling. There's no fire here, but there's fire here. You know what I mean? So, I love you. I'd love to hear what you say about this. Does it make sense? Drop me a comment if you like. I love to write you back and send positive energy your way. Feel free to hit me up at Very Fine Martians too. We've got a chat group there. And maybe you need a reading with just your energy. Feel free to hit me up. My information's below. If you're reading on an Aquarius or have your sun in Aquarius, I'm actually running a special on my Future Forward. You can read about that at artoflove.me. It's like the swivel paycheck view of, you know, that you and I verse where some of us are just like, no. And what that means. So I've got a 25% discount running on that if you're interested, and other readings as well. If I don't hear from you, just know I love you, thinking about you, praying for you and your union and whatever this change of events is, because the universe has changed for love beginning and what it takes to plan that. It's wonderful. Start to finish. Judgment, the moon, and temptations perhaps being evaluated for the best match. It looks good for you, Scorpio. Appreciate your support. Please share it if you think it would help somebody. And hey, if I don't hear from you, we'll catch you again soon when we're back for another one. Bye for now.
Promise that you'll catch me.